I'm going to do a little plant tour slash water or plant care with me today. I've literally made so many plant videos or vlogs like this and have never posted them because, I don't know, I'm scared, but this is what I do every day. This is my hobby, so I'm going to post it. And I'm probably not going to get through all of the plants today, but at least 75% of them, hopefully. It's also so gloomy today. It's only 3 o'clock and it's like the gloomiest day of the year, so it's super dark. It looks like nighttime, but it's not. And I'm literally just recording on my phone because I don't have any stuff like that. I don't do this. First, I'm going to start with my Linearis. It lives right here in my kitchen window. Her kid's up there, but she is massive and she needs watered. I'm using this to fertilize with. I've also been bottom watering her because I think she likes it. I see roots peeking through the bottom. I've already watered a few of my plants in my grow cabinet, but I didn't fertilize them and I just watered them, so I think I'm gonna fertilize them now. I have a bunch of RHM varieties, my Polynera Broquette cutting that is putting out a new set of leaves, and my Wilbur Graves that is only putting out green leaves, so don't know what I would do about that. Probably cut it when it gets a little bigger. Okay, over in this window, it is so gloomy outside. Over in this window, also, these are the type of windows that you need to clean in between, and it's up really high outside, so I can't get to it. So ignore that. I have my Retusa that is in full bloom. I have a bigger one, surprisingly, than this one, but this probably is one of my favorite plant pot combo mixes. This is new. I'm definitely a Hoya person, but I got this peacock fern. You can't see how iridescent it is without the flash, but I'm hoping it roots in here. It looks like it's struggling, but I would like it for terrariums if I ever get a terrarium. This actually is another fern, I think. Like I said, I really only like Hoya and philodendron, but this was in a Lowe's pot that I wanted that was on sale, so I ended up with this, and it's kind of cute, but yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to keep that alive. I don't have much experience with ferns. She is beautiful, stunning. All right, I'm going to water this. It is in a planter with no drainage, so I have to be careful. I need some more of these hanging wall planters because it really helps out with space. Also, these blooms, like, hello. This plant looks like little fireworks and then little star blooms all over. These are all fertilized now. And over here is my Hoya RHM 14-1, I believe. This is my favorite RHM variety. Actually, it's a toss-up between this and I think it's 926. This one just has such cute splashy variegation. Alright, I was right. It is 926. These leaves, they're massive. My only bigger leaf Hoya is my Obovata. But I did not think it was, I only got it when I had this leaf, when I got it in a plant cell. And I was so shocked that these huge leaves came up because this one's like okay sized, but these new ones are huge. But yeah, this is Hoya RHM 926. Alright, up here is Hoya Teardrops. I don't know if you can, the teardrop shaped leaves. I have this little thing going on right here, just these 2 gold shelves in my windowsill because, like I said, I don't have a lot of space. I just moved all the other RHM varieties go in these ones, but they're in the sink. But yeah, I just put out this new leaf. You can see it. I really like all the RHM varieties. It's Rick Morier, I think that's how you say his last name. He has a big Facebook page, and he crossbreeds, hybridizes, I don't know the right lingo, but he has a bunch of his own hybrids, and I got a bundle in a sale one time. But they all grow really easy. They love it in my grow cabinet, but I recently moved them here and they seem to like it. But yeah, go check his out if you want some cool hybrids. These are my only hybrid plants, are the RHMs. I do have some seedlings that this summer got pollinated for me from my sunrise because I put it outside. So I don't know if it's just sunrise or I had a Lacinosa blooming, but I'm super excited to see how they grow up. But maybe I'll show you guys those in this video. They're really, really cool. It's so cool having a plant pollinated and you seeing it grow like your own little, I don't know. Okay, anyways, this is Hoya Croniana Black. Really love this one. It's just in this little orchid pot hanging at my window. I move this all the time. I'm not sure where it likes it the most. Up here is my Hoya Nicholsoniae. A lot of people say it's Fitchy, but I actually got this off Steve's Leaves as Nicholsoniae, which is the New Guinea Ghost, just green version. And I think that's right because they had another one that was listed as Fitchii. But this is super cool. When new leaves come in, they're deep red. Not up here, of course, because it's fall, and these are just northeast facing windows. But yeah, this is a super cool veiny plant. If you like veiny plants, this one's super easy to grow. So yeah, this is this little window, little Rhaphidophora cutting. Yeah, Linearis, this one lives up there. Over in this window, it is kind of a mess, but I have one of my sunrises. This is the smaller one. This is just a Hoya Croniana. There's some super silver in there. Lacinosa snowcaps. And we have a Crassio petiolata. This is my smaller one. Retusa cutting. Yeah. Linearis cuttings back here. I need to clean up this window, it's a mess. Alright, this is like the ultimate mess. This is my grow cabinet. I have a lot of like to-go cups in here because I needed them for humidity because my Hoya sigillatus AH001 got root rot and I have a little rescue thing going on in here, so I'll probably just show a little bit. So yeah, I need to take out all the empty pots, and when these start rooting, I will take all these out, but these are like the Tupperware things that I have going, like the makeshift cloches, but all of them have sigillatus in them. This is just, I have a Matilde Super Splash, and these are all the cuttings that are not Super Splash that I put in here. Alright, this sigillatus little bowl is rooted, so I'm hoping it'll make it. These, I usually have no problem rooting plants. This wide form sigillatus is a whole different story. It got rot over and over and over again, even in a big Tupperware container in a prop box. So I have a bunch of these makeshift cloches, but they seem to like this better than the big prop box that I put them in. There's another one back there. This is a GPS 7240 that I put outside and it got sunburned, so it's in a little rehab thing. These are just variegated string of heart cuttings. These are so ugly. I need to get some more like cloches. This is a I'm not sure the name of this one. It's like Spit Genuensis. I don't know. I'm probably butchering that, but I really wish that would grow for me. This is just more Curtisii cuttings. My big Curtisii is in my other room. On this side is just a bunch of repeat plants. A lot of props that I sell online usually go in here, like the Retusa and Croniana in the back. I have a compacta right here. That's a hernia, smaller plant. Yeah, Nicholsonia back there. Wilbur Graves, I think that's a zombie cut, but it's rooted and I have hope. Oh, right here is my Thomsonii Splash. That does not grow for me, so I put it in here hoping the extra humidity would get it to grow, but I really love this plant and wish it would grow. Alright, now I am in my bedroom. I recently just moved I moved this ladder shelf in front of the window in hopes that I would have a little bit more space. So, also, this is diabolical. This is my foster kitten, and this is him right now after he kept everybody up in the house last night. Hi. What are you doing? Alright, so it is kind of a mess. I probably need to minimize some of these plants in this room, or this window specifically, but I am short on window space recently, so... Okay, this is my big Obovata, the light of my life. Yeah, she's stunning. She's everything. She's not a splash Obovata, but she's super splashy in my opinion, especially her older leaves. Sorry that the light is like glaring off of this. But yeah, she's massive. This is, I think a 3.5 trellis, to put that into perspective. Okay, over here, I actually made this the other day. I made a video making it, and I don't ever post anything because I'm a chicken. I got this jar. This was one of those Live Trend jars that have like the glued in air plants down here. They were dead, obviously, because anytime we glue plants, they die. And it was in the sale section, so I got this 50% off, and I knew I wanted to make a terrarium. In it, I have some Monstera dubia cuttings that are not rooted, and I don't have hopes of them rooting, but I do have some Rhaphidophora hyee over here that were actually in this old Starbucks cup that I had that fell behind my greenhouse in an extra room in the house, and it overgrew and I completely forgot about it, so I cut these Rhaphidophora hyee cuttings off of there. And I have some peacock moss, but once everything grows in, I think it'll be really cute. This was one of the air plants that might live. The other ones were dead. Alright, behind it, I have my Hoya Carrara Sumatra. I absolutely adore this plant. It is so, like, Jurassic, if that makes sense. I don't know, it looks prehistoric, genuinely. I wish I had let me try to find better lighting. Okay, honestly, my bed is the best lighting we are gonna get. But yeah, I hope that she gets big. Actually, this lighting might be better. This is the Carrara. I hope it gets really big. I love big plants, as you will see. Okay, this is my Splashy Matilde. I have some, this is up there too, probably top 5 favorite plants. I absolutely love Matilde, no matter if it's splash or regular. I have some cuttings over here that are all really splashy too. It's hard to get to, but just in perlite and a little bit of chunky soil. Right, and this is my Croniana Super Silver. Some of the leaves are completely just white. I love this planter too. This needs watered, so I'm about to go do that after I finish this. Oh, this is a treat for everybody. This is my Stapelia hernia plant, and it is blooming. Those are the most alieny blooms I've ever seen on a plant. But she's big. I have a burrow's tail up there. This is my bigger Crassiopetalata. That is a mouthful. She doesn't like to trail. Her leaves keep getting smaller and smaller. In the back is a variegated string of hearts. Up here, I'm gonna get this down. Up here, this is another one of my favorites. This is Hoya elliptica. Sorry. Hoya elliptica. So pretty. Let me take it out of this pot. This pot is way too big for it. It makes it look a little bigger than it is. I love this. I think this needs watered too. The back. These plants are notorious bad shippers, and when I got it, I was scared for my life, but turned out fine. Over here is a Ripsalis ramulosa. One of those two. It's the one that gets really sun stressed. This really needs some water too. You can't see how pink it is on camera, but it gets hot pink, especially outside in the summer. Up here is a Kalanchoe donkey tail. It is pretty big. Well, I've seen way bigger ones, but pretty big for me. I only have a few succulents. That one, the donkey tail, burrow's tail I really like, string of hearts I really like. And I think that is it. Under here, I don't want to pull these out because this shelf is in front of it, but this is a Hoya rotundiflora, and that is just, oh, actually I'm gonna get this out because it has new growth shooting out. Hold on. Okay, my little cuttata cutting has new growth coming out. Going to water this too. And this is my rotundiflora that took forever to grow. This was a small cutting that I bought. And I want this to be big too. All right, down here is pretty exciting. This is my bigger sunrise, and this actually opened up the other day. I'm probably gonna sell these or trade them. Bunch of seedlings, but yeah, she is very large. Neither of my sunrises are sun stressed right now, but that is okay. These are some Monstera dubia cuttings. This is a Lacunosa silver mint. All right, down here are a few philodendrons. This is my Biliate. Really love this. Wish that it grew upright though, instead of all different directions. I'll show you. So yeah, they are all facing, this is a big problem with Biliate. I feel like that everybody has, but I wish they were all just facing out. But I have some pretty big sized leaves on here. I got this a few years ago. It was a very small cutting when they were really expensive. Also, we just painted this bedroom, so ignore the trim. I actually think we're doing that this evening. Okay, over here is my big Florida green. I wish I had a Florida ghost. But yeah, she is massive. Also, my Monstera dubia is over here. She goes all the way up. This is my Monstera dubia, actually. I'm gonna have to extend this or chop it. But yeah, she is pretty big too. But yeah, I think that is all in this room. In my living room, I have my Philodendron gloriosum. Don't laugh at me, Josh. I don't really like this plant, but it's so big that I don't know what to do with it. And I have this big Hoya Chelsea. This is actually the smaller one. I have a bigger one in the other room. Delacinosa. This is my big Crimson Queen. This is a Syndapsis exotica that needs watered. It's super, the leaves down here are huge. Oh, there's a new leaf. Yeah, I neglect all these plants in here. Over here is my big silver sword. Oh, I really love this philodendron. Okay, I put it down here beside this gloriosum so you could see how big it was. This is actually sad. This is a painted lady that hasn't been watered in months. And this is a ring of fire that also needs watered. Alright, this is my spare bedroom with a bunch of extra house stuff in it. So it's ugly in here, but has some good windows. This is my big Burroughs tail. Up here is my big, well, it's not that big, but my Curtisii. This plant has given me some struggles, but I think I have it down now, what it wants. Alright, this is one of my favorites. This is a massive plant. This is my Species Affinity Bertoniae, and for the first time in years since I've had this plant, I am getting peduncles. I haven't really found it to sun stress for me other than the new growth. Let me turn it on this side and see if we have any. Okay, you can't really see that well in here, but some pink growth going on. I have cut this plant so many times and sold so many cuttings of it. Yeah, I really love it. Down here is a golden barrel cactus that I've had for a long time. I water it maybe twice a year. This is a Hoya memoria that is struggling because I forgot to water it. Alright, over here is the big lady. This is my huge Hoya Chelsea. I'm not gonna pick it up so you can see how big it is, but this is probably the largest Hoya I own. And down here is my big Wyetii. This one's pretty massive too. I don't really have room for them, so that's why they're in the storage room. I would love to have these out because I do use my plants like decor, but they're stuck in here until I find space. And up here in the window is my large Hoya retusa. Yeah, I have all my big plants in here pretty much because I don't have much room for them. But yeah, so pretty. This was in full bloom like the one in the kitchen, but they all bursted. And this needs some water, so I'll probably do that when I get back. This is my Philodendron verrucosum. It is very sad. It is over here in this corner completely by itself because it had spider mites. I bought it with spider mites. Yeah, I've been treating it for a couple months and it is putting out some bigger leaves now. But once I know this is completely cleared, probably put it in the kitchen in those windows I have in there because I really like it. But yeah, she's really pretty. These are all my sunrise seedlings. I'm not probably gonna get into them because it's a lot. I also made a video during that whole process, getting the seedlings out of the mesh bag, potting them all up, and never posted it. In my bathroom, I have a big jungle cactus that I'm gonna have to cut it up because it's so big that I don't have room for it and it gets severely neglected in here. So I think I'm going to cut it up. I really don't even want to show the bottom because it's so bad. This is the reality of having a bunch of houseplants, but yeah, I'm definitely going to chop all the new shoots of growth off that and start a smaller plant so maybe I could take better care of it, because I don't, sounds bad, but I don't really care about that plant. I care about my Hoyas, so that one gets put on the back burner. But I think that is everything. Well, it wasn't near everything, but everything that I can show today. Hopefully I end up posting this video.